It's been more than 10 years since the original Avatar dominated the box office with its amazing visuals and immersive 3D. During the long wait for Part 2, the filmmakers came up with, and then set aside, a sequel you'll never get to see, at least not in theaters.
I know you think I'm crazy.
Director James Cameron is the force behind many iconic films, from Terminator to Titanic. But the most successful is undeniably Avatar, which premiered in 2009 and swiftly became the biggest movie ever made. You know the story. Jake Sully is a former Marine who becomes enamored with the world of Pandora. In the guise of an avatar who looks like them, he grows close with the natives, the Na'vi, and elects to help them in their fight to defend their home from exploitation. It took years for Avatar to become a reality, and once it did, it became nothing short of a global phenomenon. It grossed billions of dollars at the global box office, and the vast majority of audiences and critics seemed to adore it. Despite that unprecedented success, it's taken more than 10 years for the sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water, to become a reality. The long-awaited follow-up will hit theaters on December 16, 2022, intending to pave the way for 3 more sequels that will arrive in the years to come. Time will tell if these films stay on track, but it's clear that James Cameron is treating this franchise meticulously, even scrapping one sequel entirely after he had completed the script. As he recently revealed, the original concept for Avatar 2 looked quite different from what The Way of Water turned out to be. Ahead of the theatrical arrival of Avatar: The Way of Water, James Cameron spoke to Total Film about the Avatar world and all of the work that has gone into it. Along the way, he touched on his initial idea for a sequel to the 2009 sensation titled Avatar: The High Ground. Cameron recalled, "I was working with a team of writers. We had a lot of ideas. We kept trying to corral it into a box, and it never quite fit. So at a certain point, I said, I'll just finish it and see if it's a movie." When it was all said and done, Cameron said the 130-page script was excellent and told a compelling story. At the same time, Cameron admits that the High Ground script wasn't quite up to par for reasons he couldn't quite put his finger on. He told the publication, "It was missing one of those critical elements about sequels, which is that it didn't go enough into the unexpected." The story also didn't play by what Cameron refers to as Avatar rules, meaning it didn't quite tap into the spiritual nature of the previous film. With that, Cameron and his crew went back to the drawing board. They eventually landed on the concept that became The Way of Water, and the rest is history.
Let's get it done.
So far, all we know about Avatar: The High Ground is what James Cameron has divulged, but he's about to reveal a whole lot more. As he described to Total Film, "There's some great stuff in it. I mean, you've got the Na'vi fighting with bows and arrows in Zero-G. I want to see that movie." While you won't quite see it as a movie, you will get to see the ideas in action. As Cameron revealed, "We're turning it into a Dark Horse graphic novel. You'll be able to see that interim battle that took place between Movie 1 and Movie 2. The graphic novel will arrive on December 6, 2022, just 10 days before The Way of Water premiere. Fans of the franchise won't want to miss out, not if they want the full story anyway. From the new film in theaters to this scrapped sequel seeing the light of day, not to mention the 3 movies still to come if The Way of Water performs well, it's a great time to be an Avatar fan. For the first time in quite a while.